Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a much overdue episode of Morte D'Arthur. Tonight, we'll be joining Sir Tristram and find out just what's happening now that he's married to the wrong lady, Isolde. How are you all, everybody? Welcome, Sarah. Hello, Susan. Hello, Poetry Show. How is your poetry show going? I haven't had a chance to go and check out your YouTubing yet. So hello, Mahina. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Do please come in. It's good to see you again. Hello. How are you? Hello, Herbert. Hello, Carol. Welcome. I know my hair. It's because I haven't even washed my hair yet. I took a bath today, but I used up all the hot water in doing so. So I need to sort it all out before I go back to the land of work tomorrow. Today has been a slummy day for me, but it looks good. Yes. As I say, the hair looks good. It's had tons of work on it, Sarah. I've had a team of hair surgeons. With machines and special expensive gels. This isn't what it looks like after having spent the week sat in a car at all. Well, a long weekend sat in a car with motorway fumes at all. Well, Carol, I'm glad. And you too at home and replay viewers could have hair like this. All you need to do is spend the long weekend eating junk food and not washing it. It feels a bit matted and heavy. I have to say, I'm looking forward to fixing it at the moment. So, hey, that's tomorrow's joy. Tomorrow's joy is the hair wash. Today, it was just a matter of getting all the dirt off me in the bath. Hello, Danny. Hello, Kathy. Hello. Come in. Welcome to tonight's show. Did you miss me, guys? I certainly missed you. It feels weird not doing a show. So Friday was weird and uncomfortable. Monday was especially so, as I was back technically in time for the show on Monday. I was just exhausted and wanted to crawl into bed and fall asleep. No fit shape to do any kind of smiting. But now I'm here. Now they're smiting. Can we commence? And you guys are here as well, which is awesome. That makes me feel super psyched and happy. I'm glad to be back into doing this. Hello, Miguel. Hello. Oh no, was Merry Santa at least fun, Danny? I don't know how I feel about you guys watching something else in my stead. It's like you're cheating on me for an evening's treat. We'll never let that be. Anyway, key thing is I'm back. Hugely excited to be back. We are back to telling the tale of Sir Tristram. So before we get into tonight's tale, I will give a quick adulting with Santa. Well, there are songs about such a thing, Danny. Anyway, hello, Miguel. Hello, welcome. I will give a quick recap for you all to let you know and remind you where we were up to in the tale of the telling of the tales of Sir Tristram and the Lady Isolde. The Lady Isolde is married to King Mark of Cornwall. Sir Tristram was meant to be his knight, but was madly in love with the Lady Isolde. And Isolde was madly in love with Sir Tristram, so much so that after much suspicion and rumours around the court, Tristram was at last caught in bed with the Lady Isolde. Then was Sir Tristram seized by the courtiers of King Mark, dragged out to a chapel by the rocky sea of Cornwall, and there, naked, he was about to be executed, but Sir Tristram is no man to simply let himself be executed by mere knights of the court. He smacked two of the knights together who were holding him, pulled a sword from his assailant, lopped off his assailant's head, and then, fighting off guards even though he was naked, he fled, jumped from the chapel, and hid on the rocks until after the men were gone, after which he was met by his faithful servant Governal. And then did Governal guide Sir Tristram into a nearby forest, wherein Sir Tristram was able to rescue the Lady Isolde, who had been sent to a leper colony. And then, for a while, hidden in a house in that forest, did Sir Tristram and Queen Isolde live happily. But happiness is not to last, ladies and gents, for King Mark soon found out about this and came to the house with all of his knights, seeking to murder Sir Tristram and take back Queen Isolde and place her in imprisonment. Sir Tristram was gone for the house at the time, and King Mark took back Queen Isolde, locked her up within his castle in Cornwall. And then did Sir Tristram flee to the land of Brittany, where he served King Howell in war. And it seems that in doing so, in fleeing from Cornwall to the land of France, that Sir Tristram forgot that his true love was Queen Isolde. For in France, when fighting for King Howell, he discovered that King Howell had a daughter, and that daughter's name was also Isolde, but not his Isolde. And yet, Sir Tristram fell in love with her anyway, and it was only after the marriage took place that Sir Tristram remembered that over in England, locked away in Cornwall, was his true love, the Queen Isolde, not the Isolde that he married. Ladies and gents, if you're feeling slightly confused by all these Isoldes, you won't be the only one. Yes, Sir Tristram has a tiny lapse of memory when it comes to attractive women. Whatever will become of him next, we shall find out, for word has now travelled to the court of King Arthur that Sir Tristram has forsaken his love, Queen Isolde, to shack up with another lady. And when King Arthur's court found out about this, Sir Lancelot, the greatest knight in all the realm, the one knight that Sir Tristram actually admired, has declared that because Sir Tristram has been unfaithful to his one true love, Sir Lancelot will now view him as his mortal enemy and shall face him in combat if ever he returns to England. This, even though she's married, marriage is nothing, Sarah. If your heart is pure, marriage is only a trifling thing. Homebreakers are more than welcome if it means happy relationships in the long run. Anyway, all of this news has come to Sir Tristram by way of another knight, Sir Pinables. And Sir Pinables has told Tristram that he is now persona non grata in the court of King Arthur and indeed all of England. Now, ladies and gents, let's see how Tristram deals with the news. Then departed Sir Pinables to Brittany again, and there he found Sir Tristram, and told him that he had been in King Arthur's court. And Sir Tristram said, "Heard you anything of me?" "So God help me," said Sir Pinables, "there I heard Sir Lancelot speak of you for great shame, and said that you were a false knight to your lady, and he bade me to let you know that he will be your mortal enemy in every place where he might meet you." "That I regret," said Tristram, "for of all knights I love to be in his fellowship." And so Sir Tristram made great moan, and was ashamed that noble knights should defame him for the sake of his lady. And in this meanwhile the Lady Isolde made a letter unto Queen Guinevere, complaining to her of the untruthfulness of Sir Tristram, and how he had wedded the king's daughter of Brittany. Queen Guinevere sent her another letter, and bade her to be of good cheer, for she should have joy after sorrow. For Sir Tristram was so noble a knight called, that by crafts of sorcery ladies would make such noble men to wed them. But in the end, Queen Guinevere said, "It shall be thus, that he will hate her and love you better than ever he did before." And so we leave Sir Tristram in Brittany. And now we speak of Sir Lamorak de Galis, who sailed his ship and fell on a rock, and all upon that ship perished, save for Sir Lamorak and his squire. And there he swam mightily, and fishes of the Isle of Servage took him up, and his squire was down, and the shipmen had great labour to save Sir Lamorak's life for all the comfort that they could do. And the lord of that isle was called Sir Nabon de Noir, who was a great and a mighty giant. And this Sir Nabon hated all the knights of King Arthur's, and in no way would he ever do them any favours. These fishers told Sir Lamorak all about Sir Nabon, and how there came never a knight of King Arthur's but that Sir Nabon would destroy them. And at the last battle that he did, he slew Sir Naron de Petit, the which he put to a shameful death in despite of King Arthur, for he was drawn limb-meal. That forthinketh me, said Sir Lamorak, for that knight's death, for he was my cousin. And if I were at mine ease as well as ever I was, I would revenge his death. Peace, said the fishers, and make here no words, or else you will ever depart from hence. Sir Nabon must know that you have been here, or else we should die for your sake. So that I am whole, said Sir Lamorak, of my disease, that I have taken in the sea, I will that you tell him that I am a knight of King Arthur's. For I was never afraid to deny my lord. There we go, halfway through tonight's tale, ladies and gents. Sir Tristram has found out that he is hated in the court of King Arthur over in England, and his cousin Sir Lamorak has just been taken on the isle of a knight called Sir Nabon, who has sworn to kill all knights of the Round Table, of which Sir Lamorak surely is. Will Sir Lamorak be able to defeat this giant Sir Nabon, or will perhaps Sir Tristram become involved? Either way, surely there must be smiting in the air somewhere to come. Let me just take a quick drink of water, and then we'll round up tonight's tale. Thank you, Frank. I'm glad you like the jumper. Now we turn unto Sir Tristram, that upon a day he took a little barge with his wife Isolde, who was not his love, and he brought with him Sir Cadius her brother, to play with them upon the coasts. And when they were from the land, there was a wind that drove into them, and drove them up the coast of Wales, to the Isle of Servage, where Sir Lamorak was. And there the barge all to rove, and there the Lady Isolde, who was not Sir Tristram's love, was hurt. And as well as they might, they got into a forest, and there by a well he saw Sagrades and the damsel. And then the two knights saluted each other. Sir, said Sagrades, I know you to be Sir Tristram de Leon, the man in the world that I have most cause to hate. For, apparently, it was you who slept with my wife, causing the love between us to break when you were a knight in the court of King Mark. But as for that, said Sir Sagrades, I will never hate a noble knight for a light lady, and therefore I pray you be my friend, and I will be yours unto my power. For know you well, you are hard beset in this valley, and we shall have enough to do either of us to succour each other. And then did Sir Sagrades bring Sir Tristram to a lady who was born in Cornwall. And she told Sir Tristram all the perils of that valley, and how there came never a knight unless he was taken a prisoner or slain. Know you well, lady, said Sir Tristram, that it was I who slew Sir Maurice and delivered Cornwall from the tribute of Ireland, and I am he that delivered the king of Ireland from Sir Morte D'Arthur, and I am he that beat Sir Palomides. And know you well, I am Sir Tristram de Lyon, and by the grace of God I shall deliver this woeful Isle of Sauvage. And so Sir Tristram was well eased. Then one told him there was a knight of King Arthur's who had been wrecked upon the rocks. What is his name? Said Sir Tristram. We know not, said the fishers, but he keepeth it no counsel, but that he is a knight of King Arthur's, and by the mighty lord of this isle he setteth naught by. I pray you, said Sir Tristram, that you might bring him hither, that I might see him, and if he be any knight of the knights of Arthur's, I shall know him. Then the lady prayed the fishers to bring the knight to her, and on the morrow they brought him thither in a fisher's raiment, and as soon as Sir Tristram saw him, he smiled upon him, for he knew him well. But the knight knew not Sir Tristram. Fair sir, said Sir Tristram, it seems to me by your cheer that you have been diseased but late, and also, I think, I should know you from before. I will well, said Sir Lamorak, that you have seen me and met with me. Fair sir, said Sir Tristram, tell me your name. Upon a covenant I will tell you, said Sir Lamorak, that is, that you will tell me whether you be the lord of this island or not, for he is called Nabon le Noir. Forsooth, said Sir Tristram, I am not he, nor do I hold of him. I am his foe as well as you are, and so shall I be found, or else I shall depart of this isle. Well, said Lamorak, since you have said so largely unto me, my name is Sir Lamorak de Galis, son unto King Pellinore. Forsooth, I know you well, said Sir Tristram, for else you said that I knew the contrary. Who are you, said Sir Lamorak, that knows me? I am Sir Tristram de Lyon. Sir, remember you not the fall that you did give me once, and afterwards you refused to fight me on foot? Sir Lamorak said. That was not for fear I had of you, said Sir Tristram, for I had been shamed at that time to do any more with you, for you were weak, and you had had enough, and the fight would not have been fair. But, Sir Lamorak, for my kindness many ladies have been put to reproof, for you sent the horn from Morgan le Fay to King Mark, whereas you did this in despite of me. Well, said he, I would do it again, so I would, for I had never known any strife or debate fall in King Mark's court rather than Arthur's court. For the honour of both courts are not alike, and King Arthur's court is better. And if the witchery of Morgan le Fay were to fall upon anyone, I would rather it were Sir Mark for the discourtesy he and you gave me. As to that, said Sir Tristram, I understand. But that was not done well, for you did it in despite of me, with malice. At least, I thank God, none were hurt too greatly. Therefore, said Sir Tristram, you shall leave all your malice, and so will I, and let us essay now how we may win worship between you and me upon this giant, Sir Nabon le Noir, who is lord of the island, and how we might destroy him. Sir, said Sir Lamorak, now I understand your knighthood. It may not be false that all men say, for of your bounty and nobleness, and your worship of all knights, you are peerless, and for your courtesy and your gentleness, I showed you ungentleness, and that I now regret. We leave the Knight's Tale there, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Tristram, Sir Lamorak, and Sir Sigurd upon the island that is ruled by Sir Nabon le Noir, the giant. The three of them will have no easy escape unless they face the Knight Giant, in mortal combat. And tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, we shall see just what that combat entails as Sir Tristram, Sir Sigurd, and Sir Lamorak come together like thunder. They will come together as thunder tomorrow, sir, I have no doubt. With even a clap of the hands as they face off, and we face some heavy smiting to get our Wednesdays underway. I'm very, very much looking forward to sharing that with you all. I'm glad to be back. Yes! I don't have cake right now, Danny, but I can give you little jazz hands for the smiting. But it will be fun. I'm good. I'm back. I'm glad we can go tomorrow. Yes, Susan. Yes. Yes, the Facebook group, everyone. For anyone who's not joined the Facebook group, we've got a Facebook group. So please go join the Facebook group so we can chat there. Which I haven't chatted in, but that's because I've been on holiday. But I'm back now, guys. I'm back. And Sarah, did you like my pictures? Did you all like my pictures of service stations, by the way, that I sent through on Friday? I hope you did. Some classic service stations in amongst the Instagram photos there. I think Susan's a member. I think glad, Carl. I'm glad that you liked it, and I hope you'll enjoy it even more tomorrow when we face off against the evil knight, and Sir Tristram gets his first bout of slaying in for the week. It'll have to be some decent slaying because we missed Monday's episode, but I hope we cover that well. Here we go. Rosella's asked to join the group. Here we go. Let's get Rosella in the group. Excellent. Anyway, coming up still tonight, ladies and gents, on Poetry Live tonight, I'm going to be sharing. Can we invite? Someone try to, or else Susan, I'll just tweet the link. I'll tweet the link out to it. You should be on. You should be. I think. Actually, I don't think Susan is in the group. Susan, I will tweet the link out to you so you can get in there. Sorted. Anyway, tonight on Poetry Live, we've got some. What have we got coming up? You could be. Twitter's the thing. Twitter's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You might be. I don't think you are. I don't think you're on the group, Susan. I know you're on the Facebook page. So I'll tweet a link. I'll tweet the link, Susan. I'll tweet the link. Anyway, Poetry Live coming up in about 5 minutes' time. Tonight we are doing what we're doing. We're doing Sylvia Plath. Plath to come for poetry in a few minutes' time. So I hope that you'll join me for some Sylvia Plath in a few minutes. I've just been excellent poetry show. You're excited for it? Yes, we've got Plath on the way, which I'm looking forward to, because you can perform Plath. Plath's got a bit of kick to it. So Plath is on the way. I'm just going to run downstairs. I've brought the Plath up. I have got the Plath. I've got the Plath. But I'm just going to grab myself some more water so that I don't go dry midway through reading. So I'll come off here, and in a few minutes' time I'll pop back up again on Periscope and we'll do some Plath for Poetry Live. Thank you so much for coming tonight, ladies and gents. It was wonderful to see you after this extended weekend. Hopefully I'll see you in the poetry show in a couple of minutes.